Children, I'm gonna do what the Spirit say do.
Please join United Methodist Women in celebrating their 150th anniversary.
What happens when women organize for mission? Women have been in mission for centuries. But it was in 1869 when the Methodist Episcopal Church women learned from the wives of male missionaries that women in India could not be served by the men, and they decided to do something about it. They organized the Women's Foreign Missionary Society and mobilized U.S. women to raise funds to send a woman doctor, Clara Swain, and a woman educator, Isabella Thoburn, to India to serve women and children. Their bold and courageous action galvanized a women's mission movement that is still turning faith, hope, and love into action today. United Methodist Women members serve in their communities and speak up against injustice. Their generous second and third mile giving supports mission around the world. And everywhere we go, we join women who are already at work as agents of change. This is what happens when women organize for mission.
What happens when women organize for mission? The need of women, children, and youth, who are the least of these in every society, not only get on the table, they are placed front and center on the table. That's what daring, giving United Methodist Women deaconess and leaders did more than 100 years ago when they set out to serve women, children, and youth in the United States. Those women founded schools for newly freed African Americans after the Civil War, settlement houses for new immigrants, and mothers' clubs for poor communities. And the Four Mothers' work remains. Today, United Methodist Women supports 96 national mission institutions providing services like child care and family programs, camps for kids with special needs, and assistance to immigrants and survivors of human trafficking. Church, this is what happens when women organize for mission.
What happens when women organize for mission? The lives of international youth, women, and children change. I know. I am Emma Cantor, as one of the United Methodist Women's Regional Missionaries, engaged in edgy and compassionate work for gender equality, for leadership development, and peace building. Development experts now say what our foremothers knew long time ago: women's lives matter. Thank you. When women are educated and empowered, the lives of children, families, and communities improve, and their nation progresses, because that's what happens when women organize for mission.
So raise your hand in this place, make some noise if you've ever been to a school of Christian mission or Mission U.
Yeah.
Thank you. Making disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world happens as we are transformed by the renewing of our minds. That's what happens at Mission U, a transformative education program offered not only to United Methodist Women members, but also to the larger, wider church to promote spiritual growth and mission outreach that is informed, faithful, and loving. Yes, transformative education happens when women organize for mission.
And women still need to organize for mission, because in the 21st century, 250,000 women die worldwide from preventable causes related to pregnancy. Climate change is responsible for 5 million deaths annually. The United States has the highest incarceration rate in the world, and the top 10% of the US population has twice the amount of wealth than the bottom 90%. And that's why United Methodist Women will continue to organize for mission, grow in our most precious faith, and work on maternal and child health, climate justice, ending criminalization of communities of color and mass incarceration, and ending economic inequality.
In the 21st century, women still need to organize for mission.
I am proud.
I am proud. I am proud.
I am proud.
I am proud to be part of a 150-year-old women's movement organized for mission.
United Methodist Women, you rock. Missionaries could not do what we do without you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Felicidades, mujeres metodistas.
Happy 150th.
When the Spirit says shout, yeah, I'm gonna shout like the children of the Bible.